What's going on? It's your boy No Drift and I'm back in here with another good message because you know this is a public service announcement. You know what it is, man. So let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. So today I wanted to talk about the fine details. What do I mean by the fine details? So as you can see, I do a lot of gymming. I'm quite fit. I take my fitness very seriously. And that means that having a lot of experience doing it, doing some personal training on the side, and just talking to people who are enthusiastic about fitness from all types of ranges. So from beginners all the way to experts who are even teaching me things. Everyone teaches me things. I find that this concept is very, very important for people who are starting out new things. For example, I'm just starting out my YouTube career. It's something that I wanted to do. And concepts that I've learned in other areas are definitely helping me out over here. And that is one of the concepts of the fine details. A lot of the times when I talk to people who want to get into fitness and they're just starting out, for example, they focus a lot on the fine details. For example, they'll tell me how many calories should I eat to get this amount. Should I be doing bulking? Should I be doing cutting? Should I be in a calorie surplus, calorie deficit? Should I do this machine, that machine, this machine? And essentially they're sweating all these fine details when they haven't even reached the level or the point where those fine details are going to actually help them out. It's really a hindrance because they're wasting a lot of time, they're wasting a lot of energy and resources trying to sweat out on the fine details. Because really and truly, if you're starting out, there's nothing to tweak. You're just starting out. I just started my YouTube career here. There's nothing I could now go and start thinking about jump cuts, edits and stuff like that. But instead, I like doing something small at a time, you know? So the fine details are very important, but you have to approach them in a strategic manner, in a manner that makes sense, in a way that makes sense. So, for example, if you're starting your fitness career, the best thing that you can do for yourself is start exercising, okay? Get to the gym, all right? Now, look at the exercises. Get familiar with the machines. Use this machine a little bit, use that machine a little bit. Do this machine a little bit. So start doing things. For example, for me in my YouTube, I just said, okay, let me just start with the videos, because it might seem that I'm just here talking and I'm just uploading things, but there's actually quite a lot of things to do. There's lighting, there is the camera, the focus, the uploading, the editing. There are many, many things. But as I said, you know what? Let me just start with the basics. Let me start shooting and then slowly go up there. When I started, I didn't even have a tripod. So all these little things, you know what I'm saying? So start doing the action, the motion, the trade, the craft, whatever it is, all right? And then as you go along, what you can do is you can then start tweaking small things, tiny things. For example, when it comes to the gym, okay, you familiarize yourself with the chest press. Okay, the machine, you sit down on it and you chest press it. Okay, now that I familiarized myself with it and actually like enjoying it, okay, let me have a look at if my form is correct. So now you start looking at the form and you just focus yourself on doing the same things that you did before, just using those random machines, getting yourself active, and now you start focusing on your form. So now you start seeing that even though you're doing random exercises, your form is starting to get better. Okay, and then after that, once you've done your form, then after that you can say, okay, maybe now it's time to start looking at where do I want to go to, what kind of things do I want to see, and then you can start splitting your sessions. So you can do maybe like some people do, like doing upper body, lower body, chest, shoulders, those kind of splits. So it's now starting to get methodical. And the same thing I'm doing with my YouTube channel. I do the videos, I got in the process of at least getting the video done, getting a little bit of decent lighting going, getting a little bit of a tripod, and then getting the basic editing going. Now I can say, okay, upgrade the camera, upgraded my camera. So you can see I'm shooting in 4K because we're always upgrading over here. And then after that I can say, okay, now let me look at what kind of edits I can do, what kind of transitions I can go into, what kind of evolution I want to get to, what kind of content. And that way, me moving into the fine details is not going to be as hard because it's something that is gradual, and before I move on to the next step, I've mastered the previous step. All right, so fine details are very important, but they're only become more and more important as you go up in skill level, as you go up in things. The most important thing is just to get yourself going and get yourself started. I can promise you that if you start something, you will naturally get better at it, because it's just human that if you do something repeatedly, you want to optimize it, you want to make it better, you want to improve it. So you don't even need to think about it. Your existence, you automatically and subconsciously start looking at the finer details. How can I improve that little thing? Focus on that little thing. Okay, I've mastered it. Okay, how can I improve that little thing? But you do that gradually, right? So don't sweat the finer details. If you want to start something today, just start it and get it going, man. That's the most important thing. I hope you keep watching this channel, because you'll see the evolution of me mastering the fine details, but also the evolution of me starting with barely basics, because I was just leaning my camera on the microphone on the computer. I was just leaning my camera on the computer and just recording it there for me, to then getting a tripod, then upgrading it, then maybe I'll get the mic, then maybe I'll get other things, and you know, just slowly. So all right, so if there's something you really want to do, don't wait for the best things, don't wait for the fine details, don't wait for the right moment to start. Just get it going, and I promise you, with time you will eventually get better and better at it if you keep on doing it, because you just want to optimize things. You just want to make things that you do every day easier, better, faster, and more enjoyable. Right? So this is how you approach the fine details. This is how I approach the fine details. It's a lesson that I learned from the fitness I do, because I really love fitness, and then I'm now translating it into other parts of my life and endeavors. All right, so I hope this helps you out. This is your boy No Drift, and I'll catch you back in the next episode. Peace.